it's Costello Great Missenden here. Today I'm going to be trimming the membrane off of some of these ribs here. Got a nice meaty wrap from a supermarket that you may know or not, called Tesco's. So I'm going to get going on these and show you how to do it. Right, here we are back. You can see it needs a good trim. I might keep that fat on, just feeling for any little shards of bone and stuff like that. At the moment it's always good to have a feel around your ribs, because you never know what little surprises are there. And the last thing you want to do is be eating some bone. So what I'm going to do is flip this over. First thing we need to do is take the membrane off. So you just get a spoon, the blunt end of a spoon, and ease it under the membrane like this. Sometimes it can be a bit of a pain, but at the moment this one's going okay. So we just keep on poking it under and gentle pressure just to get this membrane off, because it can be quite tough. And also it helps the flavour penetrate onto the ribs, which is what we want. That's all peeling off nicely, luckily. Unlike the other set of ribs I'd done earlier, which were, I'll be honest, a bit of a pig. No pun intended, ha ha. So that's the membrane off. Let's run it with a sharp knife. Do the best we can to get it off. Then we're going to start to tidy up the ribs in a minute. Right, that's your membrane. You don't want to eat that because it's not very good. Okay, as you can see, all the membrane is now off these ribs. Yeah, it's good. So what I'm going to do is have a feel around for the ribs and just cut off any nasty little scraggy bits. They're not going to be that pleasant to eat, and to be fair, all they can do is get tough anyway. You want nice tender bits of ribs. I'll turn it over. Have a feel, like bits like this can go, because they're just going to get cooked and go horrid before everything else. So there's no point keeping it on the rib. It will get cooked for a bit of pitmaster privilege. And that can just go in my bowl. Put that in there. There's another bit in there from the other rib. But what I'm basically doing is cutting most of the fat off, because we don't really need it on there. There's a lot of fat within the meat. It should be tasty enough. I'll just get rid of this bit as well. This doesn't look too tasty. If it don't, the general rule of thumb is if it's tough like that, it doesn't need to be on there. Just get rid of it. What's the point of cooking it when it's not going to taste good? Again, it's a bit. So then this can come off as well. I'm using the tip of the knife just to feel my way underneath the fat. It doesn't really matter if we get into the meat. It's not like it's a competition cut, it's just for my dinner today. So we take off as much as I can. Don't want to go too brutal. suppose as I mentioned the competition cut, I should show you what that would be really. Let's take this bit of fat, it's a bit hard, so a little bit of fat's alright, but you don't want too much. Just want a nice smooth sort of rib really. Cut off as well. Like if this was a competition cut, obviously there's another bit there that can come off because it's just not going to cook down that well. It's all about getting it nice and smooth. So the smoke can roll around it easy. Again, this bit can go. Quite tough meat, or tough fat, sinewy sort of membrane stuff, so we just help it break down and cook easier. Done. Plus, like the more meat you expose, the better chance, the more flavour you can get into the meat, because we're going to be rubbing it. Good. Right, okay, so now we've got it trimmed, I thought I might as well mention, like if we was to change this up, you could cut these off. This would give you your rib tips, which are really tasty. And also, if you were cooking in a competition, you'd probably square them off a bit. Maybe take them across down there, just to give them a bit of a better shape. But this is just for my dinner, so I want to cook it all. So that's what people would do, but not me. This is just for my dinner today. So it's all trimmed up, ready to go. That's how you cut down some ribs for just taking the membrane off and eating at home. Thank you very much. Cost any great Mr. Bye bye.